So, what is trauma recovery coaching exactly? Take a trip through imagination land with me for a second. Let's say it's Monday, and in my life, that means it's rehearsal day for the Shakespeare play that I direct for this local homeschooling group. So I'm checking my rehearsal bag for my prompt book, and I make sure my tackle box is still filled with all those extra pencils and a dizzying array of tapes: gaff tape, masking tape, body tape, painter's tape, and so on. And then I get a heads up text from my boss. One of my cast members is staying home with a sore throat today. Whew, thank goodness, I say to myself before I shoot an acknowledgement text back to my boss. I take a quick look at the script pages that we're likely to cover today, and I make a mental note to remind my assistant to read for the missing kid. I wasn't just relieved that a middle schooler was keeping her germs at home. Part of my job as director is to teach these teens and tweens how to stand all the way up and speak all the way out. They learn to project, so meaning they learn to speak loudly enough that they can be heard in the back of a performance space without a microphone, but without harming their voices in the process. I know from my training that practicing those projection exercises with a sore throat can damage the actor's voice. What I don't know is how to diagnose and treat the root cause of a sore throat. I leave that to the family's healthcare team. However, that healthcare team probably doesn't know how to direct a play. Their specialties, and I have mine. Medical professionals have the bird's eye view of the puzzle that is the human body. I have a bird's eye view on this particular play, this particular cast, and the story that we can tell with our voices, bodies, minds, and souls. I also know what it's like to have been an actor in a play, so I can offer suggestions from my experience while encouraging my cast members to make their characters their own. And that's a lot like what a trauma recovery coach does. Certified trauma recovery coaches are rigorously trained and certified through the International Association of Trauma Recovery Coaching. We adhere to solid standards and a stringent code of ethics. Certified trauma recovery coaches work with trauma survivors as peers, mentors, guides, and educators with the goal of helping clients understand the recovery process, reconnect with themselves and the world, while using their strengths to build a life they love living. A trauma recovery coach has a bird's eye view on how trauma impacts the human story. That view is informed both by that intensive training and the coach's own experience of using healing resources to create joy out of his or her own darkness. The certified trauma recovery coach has both the training and the lived experience to brainstorm with a client on how to create a life that that client particularly loves to live, and how to identify and release those constraints that might be keeping that client from that life. While a medical or healthcare professional can diagnose and treat illnesses of mind or body, a trauma recovery coach focuses less on illness and more on what tools are available to move beyond illness into long-term holistic wellness. This looks like working with the client to design recovery goals and identify attainable action items that can help that client reach those goals. The coach is in a unique position to offer encouragement, validation, and a deeply personal understanding of the challenges and victories that a trauma survivor faces in building a new life story out of the ashes of pain, rejection, neglect, and outright abuse. A play director can't treat a sore throat, but that play director can use her perspective and training to integrate a number of different actors into one cohesive unit, to coordinate a complex system made of fearfully and wonderfully made humans, to tell a story in a unique and excellent way, and to encourage an actor with a sore throat to stay safe, get well, and then get caught back up in the shared story. So if your life experience has left you feeling left out of your own story, trauma recovery coaching might be a good fit for you. You are welcome to check down in the notes at the bottom. I've got a link there for scheduling a free 30-minute consultation with me so we can talk over your options. If you decide you don't want to work with me, but you just want to learn more about trauma recovery coaching, I can refer you to other coaches as well who will give you the support that you need. If you want to learn more about certified trauma recovery coaching from me, Erin McCall Cup. Go ahead and like, follow, and subscribe. And just remember, truth heals. See you later.